F2tekkz, no surprise there, taking on, no surprise again, Msdossary, our current FIFA E-World Cup champion from Saudi Arabia, taking on the young phenomenon from the United Kingdom. We're underway here, and no surprise, F2tekkz once again sporting the Liverpool kit.
A little quiz for you, Mark. Both players have had exactly the same amount of shots. 106 attack, but actually I've got more goals than you this tournament.
Well, Msdossary is the player who's controlling the start of this game, and R9 using his strength to break away. Now he gets back in, and this is beautiful, quick passing play. Ruud Gullit with the chance to strike it, and Ruud Gullit puts it in the back of the net. Msdossary is the man who gets the first goal in our Xbox Grand Final.
Well, he had the space, and he was waiting and saying, should I hit this with Gullit? You don't usually hit them from that far with Gullit. You want your Eusebio, your Pele. But instead, he says, actually, screw it, I'm just going to go for it. And he's rewarded with taking that chance. Even moving the keeper to one side, wasn't able to stop that one. And what a perfect way to start this grand final for Msdossary. One way to keep Tekkz quiet after the comments he made before that game.
Again.
Those are the little things that Dossary does need to be careful with. If I take you back to last week, Mark, there was several times where Dossary was just a little bit quick to throw the ball out with the keeper, perhaps. They did leave him vulnerable. He did make those mistakes where typically he wouldn't have last year. And there is a chance from this free kick, potentially.
Three players stand over the ball then. Will this be a short routine like we've seen from a lot of players so far this weekend? Ball rolled off to Gullit. Gullit with a step over, goes inside, Dossary doubles the lead.
Beautiful stuff. He knew exactly what he wanted to try and do from that free kick. And that's 2 for 2 now with Gullit. And showing why this man is such an important factor in any team with unlocked accounts.
Important factors including that 5-star weak foot of Ruud Gullit. Gets it on that left, no problem shooting with either foot. He's found the top right-hand corner with his right foot, and now he's found the bottom left-hand corner with that left foot as well. The pros' favourite, and at the moment, Msdossary's favourite.
He is still in this. There's Ronaldinho out on the right. He's going to try and twist and turn, work his way into the box.
Eusebio back to the edge now. Vieira is waiting. Manages to poke it around the corner to Gullit. Strike from Ronaldinho! Tekkz is back into this one. The strike from the Brazilian icon, fresh on the pitch, beats Dossary's goalkeeper. And now it's just a one-goal game.
Vintage Tekkz that. Just patiently waiting on the edge of the box, watching the goalkeeper movement, looking for that one player just to wait on the edge of the D. I've been watching him since day one of FIFA 19 when he's been streaming his foot champs, and that is just Tekkz all over. Perfect green finesse from outside the box, and now he's back in to this game. And
second leg underway then. Msdossary with the one-goal advantage after a 2-1 lead in our first leg. Tekkz on the back foot here.
And we talk about Tekksz's versatility and what he's got in his locker when it comes to attacking. Like, is he going to go for those skill moves? Is he going to go for the finesse?
As he does for goal! Oh, he does go for goal!
And I think he's caught Msdossary off guard a little bit there. Maybe not expecting the shot. And suddenly F2tekkz is right back into this one. And that's where things really start to get worrying now.
CR7 lays it off to R9, and R9 just leathers it in the top corner with that 5-star weak foot. We've seen a couple of goals so far from 5-star weak-footed players. Gullit in the first leg for Dossary. Now R9, the 96 rated icon from Brazil, shows his work.
And it really is going to come down to who really has the bottle here. Who's going to be able to find that chance?
And this is the first time we've really seen Eusebio get in behind Alexandro in this game. It's laid across. Oh, Pele can finish it! Tekkz is in the lead again!
And he lets out a massive roar, does Tekkz, because he knows what a huge goal it was. And the keeper was moved by Dossary. And Tekkz just patiently waited. And it was an easy goal at the end of things, just slotting it home as he takes a 2-0 lead in this second leg, giving him that 1-goal advantage with just 15 minutes left, Mark.
F2tekkz. Give him any situation, he'll find his way out of it. Msdossary now on the back foot. Can he find a goal to get back into this one? 15 in-game minutes left, plus stoppage time here. But the composure again shown. We go back to Bucharest. We almost had a carbon copy goal from Pele, the same player in the same situation, waiting for the goalkeeper movement. from Dossary and just slotting it in that near post. F2tekkz showing that, as he said himself, sometimes pressure makes diamonds.
I think one of the fantastic things about Tekkz is when you have a back-to-back champion, sometimes people get bored of it. They want to see someone new. But there was a poll put out online. Who do you want to see get into that console versus console final? 62% people said, I want to see Tekkz there. And he's now rewarding those fans for that support. Whereas Dossary, he needs to find that extra level now. He was ahead. He's dropped a 2-0 lead, and suddenly it's a turnaround. Tekkz 3-2. It's happening again. It's not quite the same repeat that we saw in the group stages in the LQE last week.
Wow.
But it's going to feel the same.
Dossary has gone for it. 3 at the back. Doesn't have a lot of time to play with, and I think he recognises that one. Wins the header down for him as well. Rogue's Msdossary then. With 6 in-game minutes left to find a goal. He's found Ronaldinho, and he's found space as well. There's a man at the back post. Pele has done it for Dossary.
And he just kept his pressure, and he knew he was going to have that one chance. And he's taken it as well. Pele with acres of space in the middle. And Dossary, he took that risk. He took Patrick Vieira off. He put Ronaldinho on. And now he's been rewarded with it. In the 86th minute, we're all tied up. And what a final this is on the Xbox side of things.
Wow, Dossary showing the spirit of a champion here. Both players putting on an absolute show for everyone here in the arena in London. Everyone at home at the moment. 3-0. Just a few minutes left, Dan. Extra time?
I love how you're so excited and you're like, extra time? Per chance? I think it's on the cards. It's definitely on the cards. They're so well matched. But my fear is, the further we get into this game, Dossary did commit by taking Vieira off. He did get very attacking. Suddenly he's going to be a little bit more vulnerable in the centre of midfield. A lot of pressure on Hullet to command that.
And as if this game isn't exciting enough, of course, we've got the PlayStation final coming up after this as well. Nicholas versus Mo Alba.
Keeping the possession. CR7 with the ball, easily defended by Ferdinand. Got to be careful here, though.
That was well read there by Ferdinand and Msdossary. He's seen that before. That was where that chance came from, with that quick scoop turn around the corner. But here comes Dossary charging forward now. Pele trying to get inside the box. It's a perfectly timed tackle.
Is it? Not sure it's perfect.
According to me, but the referee disagrees.
All the players out of the wall again. Dossary looking for that pass.
Hullet whips this one in. Oh, Eusebio might have won it! Eusebio might have won it for Dossary! Can you believe it?
And I feel like Tekkz, he threw Rio Ferdinand into that challenge because he didn't want to allow Dossary into that box for an easy goal. And he's gifted that opportunity now. As Dossary takes the lead once again in this grand final. And I don't know if Tekkz was more with his back against the wall 1 week ago when he was 3 goals down.
There he is. Stevie G's on the pitch.
Or whether it's now.
Summoning the power.
8 minutes left.
Of Istanbul once again. F2tekkz relying on that man to get him back into this game.
Just imagine if Steven Gerrard were to be that goal scorer that Tekkz needs to tie this game. It's not even to win now.
Seconds are ticking down here. Dossary obviously changing his in-game tactics as well, just to see this one out. Here we go then. Tekkz has already come back from behind. Dossary's done the same. Dossary's put himself into the lead. Just Sabio just leaping in front of all of the defenders there and just burying that head. That header into the back of the post, into the back of the post, into the back of the net. I'm getting carried away with things here.
He's this one back, plays it smart. He is the world champion after all. He knows how to close out these games. As De Gea's all the way out the box.
Tekkz trying absolutely everything to get this ball back. Dossary saying, this is my game. This is my final, and this is my console. Sandro, agonisingly for Tekkz. Dossary sends it forward, and that is the final whistle. Msdossary dethrones F2tekkz.
winning ways. We haven't seen him win something since Bucharest outside of the 2-on-2 with the E-Club World Cup.
And we have kickoff here in the Xbox final. On one side, we have F2tekkz wearing the red of Liverpool, the favorite #1 in the world on Xbox, but Rogue Msdossary.
And in that previous bout, it was separated by a set piece where Dossary whipped in across, and that's what I was talking about with those small margins. And I'm actually expecting this game to potentially be, hold on. Oh!
Ronaldo's hit it inside the box! De Gea had a touch, but he wasn't able to usher the ball wide. Rogue Msdossary with a 1-0 lead over F2tekkz. Chances on both ends. But it's the man from Saudi Arabia who makes his first chance of the game count. Drama right away here in Atlanta.
And this should make the matchup very open. We're not going to have a standstill. We're not going to be sitting back where one player or both players are trying to absorb that pressure and counterattack. I think we're going to be in store for a back and forth matchup here, and especially an early opening goal.
And he says he's never held an Xbox controller. Is it mind games? Or is it truth? Here's a good chance from Tekkz, far post, and he doesn't miss from there. It's the Team of the Year CR7, and it's a low-driven shot going across goal. 1-1.
Quality build-up, and he had to take this first time. If he took a touch, no doubt about it, he would have been tackled. The shot would have been blocked. Had to take it first time, and he does indeed.
Much at stake. There's a shot from Mbappe, and De Gea gets down so quickly. And he's just able to do it enough to send it out for a corner. There's the corner, there's the header, and he's done it! Tekkz explodes, and he's gotten the lead. 2-1 in the 93rd minute as we head into the second leg. Last chance of the game. Dossary's played well, but Ronaldo does what he does so well, winning those aerial battles.
Near post headers on near post headers on near post headers. You're going to see that on corner kicks.
And back on the ball with Vieira streaking forward, and it's a bit of a heavy pass out wide to Mbappe. Mbappe now. Vieira, watch out here. There's a shot, it's in from Vieira. He's not the likeliest of goal scorers. And there's the man he knocked out earlier. The Royal going bonkers, celebrating for Dossary, who has just made it 2-2 against Tekkz. And it's Patrick Vieira going for power, top corner, Mike.
Looks like it takes a deflection, perhaps, of Virgil van Dijk or Rio Ferdinand, one of the center backs. We just don't see Vieira scoring goals from there off.
To go to the halftime whistle, 2-2. We expected this game to deliver drama and goals between two fabulous players, and Dossary looking for the slight upset. Now R9 into the box, and Tekkz with the quick response. Tekkz's family showing plenty of emotion, but it's a poker face from Tekkz as he gets a goal to make it 3-2 on aggregate just before the halftime, and it's Neymar with the low driven.
And we've seen Msdossary move the goalkeeper, and he anticipate correctly. This is one of those situations where Tekkz, the corner of his eye, saw the pop through ball, but he decided to recycle, to reset, to hold the ball up a little bit more.
Give and go between the two PSG players. Mbappe, the tornado cross, the header! Wow. Tekkz has done it!
Wow. Oh, man. The reason that that's so special, everyone would have gone to the left in terms of where they're trying to score this header, but instead, Tekkz is anticipating the goalkeeper's going to move. He goes the other direction. He's out of position. David De Gea can't get to it, and he extends his lead. Incredible.
Not even close from David De Gea, and this is an uphill task for Dossary. Like climbing Everest now, he's got to get goals back against the #1 on Xbox, and here's a little player reaction, trying to keep the cool. We have seen this, Mike, I think 3 or 4 times where Tekkz has gone down a goal or 2 and come back. Is that all about the mentality?
Absolutely.
Obviously, the skill plays a part of it, but the mentality's massive. Talk to us about that.
To never quit, to never say, oh, man, this is going against me again. To be able to keep that level of focus at the highest level of competitive play. The biggest moments, live on stream.
Really neutral. We just want excitement, as we hope you do too. 64th minute. Dossary needs 2 goals, but it is Tekkz venturing to the final third. R9 deflected by Ferdinand. Another chance, and it's another goal, and is that what seals it? And is that what sends Tex to the cross-console final, the #1 player on Xbox delivering the goods yet again?
It's a beautiful read from them, from F2tekkz. Maybe a fortunate bounce, takes it with Neymar. Msdossary thinks that he's going to cut back. He doesn't cut back. He takes one step forward, low-driven pass, taps it home.
Of game time. And Tex now looking to go all the way. He just has one more player between him and the trophy. As we're in the final seconds now of the game, and Tex, one last attack, one last shot. De Gea with a good save. It will not matter. It's a 5-2 win from F2tekkz. #1 on Xbox is going to the cross-console final to take on the Portuguese player, Tuga, and Tex is feeling it.
He deserved it.
What a performance to knock off Msdossary, who beat him the last time these two played together, and living up to the hype and living up to his ranking as #1, the GOAT.
Now as household names of guys that could be the greatest ever.
And we are underway here, of course, Tex in the Liverpool kit and Msdossary in the Rogue jersey. This is big. This is the final Swiss format game. Both these guys already through, but whoever wins it will have a better seeding going into the first knockout round as well. Because one trait Gorilla had was you could never count him out of games. Sometimes it'd be 3 or 4-0 down. You'd still feel like he could come back as he does these 1-2s on the edge of the box here. And it's a deflected shot, and it is the lead going to Tex, the special one, up against the Saudi Prince. First blood to F2tekkz.
Tex didn't like our predictions. Clearly.
He didn't. We've made him angry. What do you think of that goal?
A little bit of good fortune. You don't score goals, you don't take shots, gets the deflection, finds the bottom corner, he's up 1-0. It's still very early, 15th minute. We've seen Msdossary, he's not going to be nervous about this. He's not going to change his gameplay style. And the same can be said for Tex. Both of these guys have so much experience in big moments on the big stages that they're not going to be rattled.
Yeah, I think the shot would have probably troubled De Gea anyway, but the deflection off the inside leg of Ruud Gullit has cost Msdossary a goal there, who's 1-0 down. And what I was going to say is, you can never count Tex out. And in the
I'm going with the flow,
but you're picking up tips.
I might be picking up some tips. Like, clearly what they're doing is working.
Chance. Neymar, back stick, got to be a goal.
Has to be.
And it is a header at the back post for Ronaldo. Cristiano, of course, making it 1-1 for Msdossary. And that is just, once you see that back stick cross and the keeper on the other side of the goal, you know it's going in, Mike.
You can't miss that. Everybody's going to finish that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was just going to say, you will see variety in the types of goals both of these guys score. Because they're always, the first time that I saw Msdossary play, I was like, this guy's special, this kid's special. Yeah. Didn't know his age, didn't know a lot about him. But in terms of the gameplay that he had at that point in time, I was like, he's head and shoulders above everybody in the rest of the world division.
Speaking of heads and shoulders, he's knocked that one straight in. There's no dandruff on his head. That's a shampoo joke.
And both of these guys score set pieces. This is beautiful. He's going to use the first man in order to flick it on. See this in real life a lot as well. Tucks it away, 85th minute.
Let's have another look at this. It was a flick on. Did he mean that flick on?
Absolutely.
You think he meant it? You don't think that was an intended shot that was luckily falling onto Van Dijk's head?
Nothing lucky about that.
Okay, but at this point, you make your own luck, and even if they didn't mean it, you put yourselves in that right area. But Mike's confident he meant it. Van Dijk popping up happens there. I'll tell you what, I'll give you an update from around the grounds, Mike. Battlecat is 4-2 down against FaZe TAS. We know, obviously, Msdossary currently 2-1 up against F2tekkz. De Gaucho is 4-2 up against Janos. Vitality Rafsu 4-2 up against Rebel Stokes. Hashtag Harry 3-2 up against Beto 19 Avia. We've got Sakal 2-0 down to Lyrics. Goal Machine 2-1 down to Marcus Gomes. We've got NSC Michel 2-1 down to Klinger. Ajax Joey is 1-0 up against Mauls, and Black Arrow 4-0 up against hashtag Ryan. And there is an early goal for Msdossary, who is continuing the dominance against Tex here. It's 3-1.
And I was going to say, Msdossary completes set pieces. I know it sounds funny saying he completes them, but he does. A lot of different scenarios on the pitch and different sequences from set pieces, he's able to convert those opportunities. We saw it in his previous matchup against Goal Machine. We've seen him score corner kicks time and time again. And if you follow Msdossary over the last...
Do that! And Tex drops the ball to his goalkeeper's feet as if to say, I'm not sure what to do right now. And he's giving the ball away. You can't do this to the Saudi Prince.
who's got the ball on the edge. Great play. Is there a pass across the box, or is it a shot at the near post? Eusebio makes it 4-1.
An uncharacteristic mistake from F2tekkz, clearing the ball from his defense. I told you in the first game, the big shift was when Msdossary was starting to press more. He started to inch up the pitch, inch up the pitch, inch up the pitch, at least the virtual pitch. And every one of those mistakes ends up being an easier opportunity that has a rhythmic feel.
He's certainly doing that, and we're going to see this attack here from Dossary play out in great position against Tekkz. This is a seeding game, remember. Both boys going through, but the winner will have a slightly better seed. And we're actually going to leave that game now. We're going to jump into another game, a game that is an elimination game, this final Swiss format round.
This is what we were all hoping for. This is what the script had penciled in. And here we go, Msdossary getting us underway.
What is going to be one hell of a matchup here in the Gfinity Arena. If you have just joined us, this is the Xbox console final. The two best Xbox players. And Core, they've got one hell of a history when it comes to competitive FIFA. The world champion Msdossary, the second Saudi Arabian player to pick up a world title. He's also got his name on the FUT Champions Cup twice, and it's going to open up the scoring as well, just 3 minutes in. This time with Cristiano Ronaldo, but as you can tell by my excitement levels, we have got so much more to talk about. That is just the opener in 4 minutes.
First blood goes to the Saudi prince, Msdossary. Ronaldo green-timed, smash past the goalkeeper, but you're going to see a lot of goals in this game. It's going to flow either way. The pendulum's going to be swinging in the favour of Tekkz, in the favour of Dossary in the first one of the year on PlayStation 4. And he's even taken a break for events that he's qualified for.
Neymar inside to Eusebio. What a tackle! Oh no, he's given a penalty. Tekkz is in shot. Rafael Varane went down. You thought it was going to be an amazing block originally.
Is the referee going to issue a card? It doesn't look like it. Oh, I need to see this replay back. Just caught him after the ball went.
The ball went through him as well on the man. This could be 2-0 Msdossary. Neymar goes in. A huge statement. And a mistake in the back. We originally thought it was a great block, but the ball went through and he caught him still on the tackle.
Doesn't matter how the opportunity comes up, you have to take it with both hands. That's exactly what Dossary has done. He wasn't complaining when the penalty got gave. Slotted it to the goalkeeper's left. Tekkz didn't move. Kept his goalkeeper, kept his nerve and stood it down the middle. Dossary doubling his lead.
We don't need to say it though, Richard. I'm sure the FIFA world doesn't.
They just say he's just so consistent in every facet of the game, defensively, offensively. He needs to have a 10 out of 10 performance against Dossary if he wants to overturn this 2-goal deficit in the second leg of the console final here on Xbox.
We had a very short break, and here we go then. The second leg of your Xbox console final. Msdossary against F2tekkz. Number 1 in the Global Series rankings up against number 2. The FEWC winner last year, the world champion, against a multiple FUT Champions Cup winner. In F2tekkz, that's going to fall kindly back to Neymar. That's a massive goal. A massive goal just a few minutes in. The first leg saw Dossary score in 4 minutes. In this leg, we've seen F2tekkz kick off with a bang.
Big slice of luck as well, how that ball's bounced through to him. I think Dossary just didn't clear the ball. I'm eager to see the replay. Yeah, he tried passing it out there. He tried passing it back. Hully to his centre half. Tekkz nipped in front with Neymar. He got another deflection off his centre back then and found its way through into the net. It doesn't matter how it goes in. It matters that it went in. It hit the back of the net. And in 5 minutes...
could have done a lot for him.
Fantastic pressing from Neymar there.
He's through as well. This is Mbappe. Could we be at 2-2 already in this game? Cuts back inside. Plays it across. Saved. Into the goal. We're back in 0-0. And we have not even played 10 minutes, I'm sure.
All came from the pressing from Neymar. He's won the ball back on the halfway line. And it just gave him so many different options going forward. The ball goes out wide to Mbappe. He did a lovely bit of work out wide. Lacriqueta isolating his fullback. Again, fell back to Neymar inside the box at 11 minutes. For a nice little bit of play there, Dossary, but the back heel, just not enough on it.
There's the through ball. Could this be a chance to go and throw? Two accelerated fake shots into a shot. And now we're seeing a bit of emotion in this tie. What a turnaround. And we're not even in the first half interval in this second leg. And he's already turned it around. He's 3-2 up.
Dossary looks flustered right now.
I think he's in shock, just like we are.
Looks like he's just stepped off the plane. He's gone from Manchester to Dubai. He stepped off, the heat's hit him. He don't know where to go.
He's looking for an end.
Completely different games right now. First game, Dossary looked comfortable.
Eusebio into Ronaldo. No one's stopping that bullet.
Great
Fired
finish.
straight into the right-hand corner.
Really, really good finish from Dossary. Just easing a little bit of pressure off him.
Incredible finish, like a missile into that top corner. No one was stopping that. The power behind it. Time green, time to perfection, and straight into the right-hand corner. All square again. And we're still playing the guessing game of who was going to come out on top. We're 3-3. Wow.
With a third. It was a good strike.
Ronaldo, the goal scorer of the only goal for Dossary in this game. An interchange of Ramos, who seems like a normal right back now of choice. Yep, he's still a centre half. That team of the year for item. Through the legs, somehow Eusebio turns back, and Dossary fires himself in front again.
Fantastic
the exact
finish.
Same kind of finish as well.
Fantastic finish from Dossary. I thought when the ball rolled into him, he was going to first-time shot it. Thought he was going to look for a first-time finesse or a first-time low-driven. But they're just there. The guile to be able to play that pass, not even looking. It was Mbappe to Eusebio, I think. Just round the corner. Put Eusebio in such a better position. Hammers it home at the near post. And then 99 finishing, 99 shooting. Eusebio is not going to make a mistake from 8 yards.
No, he's been in so many more. An interchange of Ramos, who seems like a normal right back now of choice. Yep, he's still a centre half. That team of the year for item. Through the legs, somehow Eusebio turns back, and Dossary fires himself in front again.
Fantastic
the exact
finish.
Same kind of finish as well.
Fantastic finish from Dossary. I thought when the ball rolled into him, he was going to first-time shot it. Thought he was going to look for a first-time finesse or a first-time low-driven. But they're just there. The guile to be able to play that pass, not even looking. It was Mbappe to Eusebio, I think. Just round the corner. Put Eusebio in such a better position. Hammers it home at the near post. And then 99 finishing, 99 shooting. Eusebio is not going to make a mistake from 8 yards.
No, he's been in so many more teams now since getting that prime icon moment and then challenging up against the team of the years. So right at the beginning of the game, cycle, the first 2 FUT Champions Cups, he was heavily involved. Was the Portuguese man. Brought him for FIFA 19, a new icon for this year. Tekkz now back to goal. Surely not 4-4. Oh, it is! 43 minutes. Please, someone tell me where this game is going.
Capitalising straight from kickoff was F2tekkz. Ball played out wide, slowly worked in field. And with a sort of just a jab at the ball. Stabbing it over the goalkeeper. And just before half-time, is there any better substitutions are made? We'll get that side by side so we can see the different changes that both players are making. This is a chance for Dossary.
Look at the run on 9. Didn't want to use it. He's played back to Cristiano Ronaldo inside to Pele. It's an open goal. And he's onside as well. Advantage to Msdossary.
One word, composure, right there from Msdossary.
We can see it on the replay again.
The ball got played out wide and it was a counter-attack opportunity. It happened so quickly for Dossary. Played the ball across and just slotted past the goalkeeper. You see a couple of changes here coming out from Tekkz. Looks like a change of formation, and then on Dossary's side, into that 4-5-1 to shore things up.
That's the winning formation for Msdossary. When he's in a winning position.
I think he did the exact same in the FIWC 2018 finals against Stefano Pina. He was 4-0 up, and he still switched formation into a defensive
4-2-2 for F2tekkz.
Just look at this. A lot of people shoot there. One more pass, took the goalkeeper out of the equation. R9 slots it home.
That all comes down to the fact because he's expecting the finesse on the first man and not expecting that extra pass into R9, who was just about onside.
That's nice. That is really nice from Msdossary. From goalkeeper to striker in 3 passes.
And then Mbappe to Hullet, to Pele, back to Pele again to score and to deliver. He calls himself the king of the jungle and he could be the king of the Xbox here in London. Could that be enough to send him through to a cross-console final?
Really, really nice bit of play there from Msdossary. You can go all the way back to when he played it out from the goalkeeper. I think it was 4 passes. The ball went in behind to Mbappe. He then reworked it back into the middle of the pitch, smashes it past the goalkeeper. You can see on the screen there with 10 minutes left, we're tied at 4 apiece. The 2-goal cushion that Msdossary took into his second leg is now being the vital asset. It's 6-4 on aggregate. On the right-hand side, you can see the changes Tex is making. It's into a 3-4-2-1.
The problem is he's got Ramos on the field still, and
Ramos can play as a centre mid.
you can see though he wanted to make an extra change, but he's clearly out of substitutes. Was Tex, and you think back to, obviously he makes the early change every single time with Van Dijk coming on for Marcelo. Does that mean an overload of centre-backs? There's the chance again. It was finished by Pele, and you pointed out perfectly, Richard, a lovely build-up play from the goalkeeper to Mbappe in about 3 passes. And this arena has been quite special to Tex, especially in the last few weeks with the EPL finals. In the capital of the United Kingdom. Seconds remain now. It'll be a consolation, if any, for Tex. Msdossary for this tournament. He said a lot of things, but he's backed himself up. Handshake between the two, not too much in conversation because they'll be meeting again at some point. I can assure you on that, whether it's an LQE or whether it's the playoff, and oh, here we go.
He's shushing. Not sure if that's a direct shush